What's up everybody, my name is Tamara and I run the beauty and travel blog Loverofshades.com. If this is your first time here, welcome to my channel. If this is not your first time here and you're returning, welcome back to my channel. Either way it goes, please consider subscribing, especially if you like the video, and go ahead and hit the notification bell so therefore every time I release a video you're notified and you can check out my latest content. So I'm going to go ahead and continue in the Shades Academy initiative, and I'm going to show you a very popular tutorial on YouTube, and that is a smoky eye. However, it's going to be a twist. Instead of it being our classic smoky eye where it's mostly black, you know, different ranges of black colors, I'm actually going to show you guys how to do a neutral or natural smoky eye, which consists of more brown and earthier tone shade. So before we get started, I just have a few disclaimers. Number one is you might hear some background noise. If you do, unfortunately, I live in New York City, so sometimes I can't control the background noise, but however, I will try my best to minimize it to where you can't hear it. The second thing is today I am also going to try my best to feature as many black owned products as I possibly can. I actually got some new products, so I'm excited to try that out, but it's more for my complexion, so you'll have to check out another tutorial for that because I'm going to focus strictly on eyes. But let's just go ahead and jump in and get started. So if you want to get a natural smoky eye look, go ahead and stay tuned and meet me on the next frame. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and changed my lens because I want to have a more up close and personal tutorial with you guys and more dialogue. So there might be a few times where you hear the lens adjusting. I know on my last video, my last Shades Academy video, you could hear that quite a bit. So I want to apologize for that in advance. However, it's just how my frame is, but we're just gonna go ahead and rock with it. So the first thing that I wanna tell you guys to do is, like, if you have deep set eyes or darker eyes, or eye sockets, shall I say, which is very popular for a lot of women of color, but more specifically black women especially. You also do see it in like India. However, long story short, if you got raccoon eyes like me, you're going to have to, it's very important that you prep your eye, and you prep your eye with a lighter base. Therefore, you get a neutral palette to work off of. If I was just to do a smoky eye, whether it was a classic or a neutral like I'm about to do today, just like this, child, I would look like I got punched in my eye. And I already kind of do be looking like that. So I'll be looking sleep deprived. I ain't trying to look like I got punched in my eye either. So it's very important that you prep with a lighter eyeshadow base or eye base, and that it's something that's going to mesh well with your skin tone. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and use the P. Louise, and this is in the color Rumour 3, and I literally just put like a real small amount. It looks like a size of like a seed or something like that, and I'm just going to go ahead and take my concealer brush and I'm going to put this all over my lid. If you need a refresher on eyeshadows, applying eyeshadows, although this is an eyeshadow tutorial, I have a lesson on how to do basic eyeshadow and with blending, and you could check that out. That's actually my most latest video on Shades Academy, so I'll go ahead and tag it somewhere in the video, but go ahead and check that out. And you can also check out my other Shades Academy videos where I cover the basics on certain makeup techniques. Okay, so I'm going to be featuring two palettes today. The main one I'm going to use, this is called Beauty Rust, and this is by Colored Raine. The second one I'm going to use is the Chocolates, and this is by Juvia's Place. I'm not going to use this one as much. I'm mostly going to use the Beauty Rust, but I will be using this because there's a few colors that I need from this palette. Okay, so now we're ready to get started. The first color I'm going to use is this really light brown color here. Is actually called Natural in the Beauty Rust palette. So I'm just going to take my blending brush and I'm going to put this into my crease using circular motions. When it comes to doing smoky eyes, it doesn't matter if you're doing a classic smoky eye or neutral smoky eye like I'm doing now. You don't ever want to take a deep color or one of the deeper colors and put it into your lid. You always want to start off with a lighter color, like a nice transition color. I call it a transition color. You want to put that into your crease and leave the deeper colors to your lid, because therefore you could blend it up, which I'm about to show you in a second. But I just want to put a disclaimer out there, because I know when a lot of people do smoky eyes or they think of smoky eyes, come on lens, when they think of smoky eyes, they think to put black or deep colors everywhere. No, you want to, it's all about the gradual effect. So you start off with your lighter colors in your crease, and the further you go down, you want to put deeper colors. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go back into the Beauty Rest palette, and I'm going to take this color here. It's called Recharge. It's like an orangey brownish color, but this is perfect. And I'm going to put this on the base of the lid, and I'm going to blend it up, okay? Okay, so as you can see a bit more of the Recharge, which is again that like orangey brownish color, and you see it worked into the crease just a little bit. We're not going to worry about blending out the crease as of yet. We actually want to go ahead and get a more denser eyeshadow brush. So let me pull this out. I should have pulled it out to begin with. I'm going to go with my Sephora brush. This is my Sephora eyeshadow brush, and it's more dense, but it's also fluffy. This is Nighty Night, and I'm going to apply that on top of everywhere that I put the Recharge. But I'm going to use tapping, but I'm going to use tapping motions with my brush. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking my blending brush, that's the first brush that I use for the two colors, and I'm just going to blend this out. We just want to soften up the look. What we're going to do first is we're going to apply the Dusk. The Dusk is this real deep color here in the corner. Now we're just going to take a little bit, and for that I'm actually going to take a smaller blending brush or a smaller crease brush. So I'm taking my smaller crease brush right here, and I'm going to take that color Dusk. It's that really deep color in the corner. And with the brush, I'm strictly sticking to my outer V, and I'm just using small tapping motions. Because again, if you don't know how pigmented a color is, you rather put on a little bit and have to build it up than too much and have to take it off. The last thing we're going to do before we focus on blending everything out is I'm going to go into my Chocolates palette by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to take this color right here in the corner. It's like a really deep brown, and I'm literally going to tap it because Juvia's Place, just like colored Raine palettes, they're very pigmented, and I'm also just going to lightly tap that into the outer V. Now what I'm doing is I'm sticking to my smaller blending brush, and I'm going to just blend the area from the outer V into my crease so it could be a more seamless blend, and then we're going to take our bigger blending brush and really pull the look together. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back into my Beauty Rest palette. I'm going to go back into that very first color that we used, Natural, and I'm going to focus on just buffing everything out into the crease using circular motions. What I'm going to do right now is off camera, I'm going to go ahead and apply my liner. I'm going to also do my complexion and put on my lashes, and then I'm going to do the lower lash line, and then we'll be done. So just stay tuned. All right, I think that they're done with the fireworks for right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Chocolates palette by the Chocolates by Juvia's Place, and I'm going to go into, these are almost the same color, but this is a little lighter. So I'm going to go into this color here. I know we put it into our outer V, but we'll fix that. I went ahead and did the liner. I didn't put on the lashes yet. So all I'm going to do is, you see how I just added just like a little bit of depth there? I'm just lightly tapping it. You see, that's already good coverage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my blending brush, and I'm going to just blend this out onto the lid. And the reason why I just decided to do this again, I just wanted to add a little bit more deepness because I do have a lot of deepness around my eyes since I have deep set eyes. And I'm just blending this into the crease, and it's going to like literally just add it just a little bit more jazz to it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this color here because this seems like the deepest, lightly tap it with my blending brush. I'm just going to put it into the outer V just a little bit, and you see how I'm just like kind of flicking that into the crease and onto the rest of the lid. That's exactly what we want right there. Okay, sorry about that. I had something in my eye. So I went ahead and filled in the waterline here. So I think I zoomed in as much as I could on the camera. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my sponge, pull my eye down just a little bit. The only reason why I'm doing it like this is because I already have on concealer and under eye makeup. And I'm putting the black onto my waterline. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Beauty Rest palette. That's the first palette that I use by color Raine. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the colors Recharge and Dusk. Now the reason why I'm not taking like really deep brown colors like I have on the lid is just because we can do that, but I don't want my eyes are already sunken in. I'm out to fight these people, seriously. What I want is I want a more sultrier look, so I'm going to just take these two colors here. I'm taking my smaller blending brush and I'm literally just blending underneath the waterline. And I want to take that color Dream. It's this shimmery color right here. And you could again use a small detail brush. I'm just already using this and I know how to work it with this brush. So I'm just going to literally tap a little bit like that, and I'm going to put it onto my inner tear duct. So this is the final look. I really hope that it was easy enough, that I made it easy enough for you guys to follow along. But of course, if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and drop them in the comment section and I'll be sure to answer them. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up because I work hard for my videos, okay? Especially, let me put this back a little bit so y'all can really see, okay? Especially dealing with this fireworks and all this jazz in the background. I still am putting out my content. I'm staying consistent like I told you guys I would. So please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and comment and subscribe. Please go ahead and share this video with anybody that you think would benefit or enjoy watching the video. And while you're subscribing, go ahead and follow me on social media. I could be found on, of course, YouTube, but I could also be found on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at the username Loverofshades. My blog will be back up by the end of the month. I'll give you guys a date once I have that planned. And until next time, you guys, take care, stay safe, God bless, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.